I think this one evening in prison affected me. It shifted my life in a way that, very profound. So usually we have 10 to 15 people, but this night it was myself and 3 gentlemen, and all of them had been gang involved. And as this one man spoke, he said, "I'm 3rd generation gang." And the spark went off in my head of his dad expected him to follow in his footsteps. My dad had an 8th grade education. He expected me to get an education. I have a master's degree. Our lives are so different, but we both met our parents' expectations of us. And so for all of us, we're meeting expectations that we were given that may not match the next person's at all.
A lot of people benefit from coming to our workshops because when they sit down, they see commonality in everyone around. And we're always teaching, hey, we're gonna try to find a way to understand your opponent. Are you listening more or are you talking more? I've seen a lot of the men we interact with, it changes their lives.
We do what we call reintegration field trips. We go out in the community. I think if you've been incarcerated for years or decades, that reentry is really difficult.
And when we take them out to the community, sometimes this is their first time in years and they're only used to knowing how people perceive them in a bad way, in a negative way.
And through these complimentary tickets and venues, it gives us a chance to take our group and do baby steps back into society, baby steps into belonging, baby steps into knowing that you're accepted and you're valued as a human being again, because prison's pretty dehumanizing.
What we see from those moments is they gain confidence, they get hope, they really feel stronger in themselves. So this is how I know that AVP provides that transforming power in the lives of the men that we serve.
A year ago, I said I'd really like to do a table talk about life after reentry, and Inclusive Communities came and trained the AVP men how to be facilitators. And then at the actual table talk event, our men came and they led the discussions at their tables, which many of them never did. They loved it. They can't wait for table talks to start again. I meet so many different people when I go to the table talks that I know that they're touching a lot of people and adding some really important value to the community. And I enjoy visiting and I enjoy learning, and I really am glad Inclusive Communities is in Omaha.
If not for Suzanne, I wouldn't be here. She makes sure that everyone is included, has the opportunity to have their voice heard and make these decisions. She knows how to gather people together, organize something, and then try to get the best out of people, which is why she's been so successful for so long.
I just go through the friends I have that I met when I was working with them in prison and how I've seen their lives change. I've been invited to weddings, went to a graduation of a man who was supposed to spend his whole life in prison. He got resentenced, got out after 26 years, and I watched him graduate with honors. I watched their lives change and I watched the friendships, and I have no doubts that it works. It works.
When I think about the impact that Suzanne has had, she helps not only with the organization, with the members that we come in, for the volunteers, the participants, and that they're really trained and have a great understanding of what they're getting into and what they can provide to AVP. She's also great because she mentors on several nights throughout the week to some of the men that are on the inside, incarcerated. So she'll go and meet with them and try to help them to combat any kind of issues that they have in their lives and support them and pick them up and raise them up in many ways.
This is what I'm supposed to do. I have no doubt. With all the things I've done before in my life, this is what I'm supposed to be doing now. And I love it. And I'm so grateful for the plethora of people in the community, the people that donate, the people, the church that gives us space, the First Unitarian Church, the volunteers, but mostly for the men inside. If they didn't trust us, if they weren't interested in the program, they make all the difference.